It's Christmas season. We're talking about the birth of Jesus. Where was he born? He was born at the Tower of the Flock. That's one of the passages I gave you in the lesson. Micah 4:8 and Micah 5:2 together. He was born at the Tower of the Flock, and the Hebrew title for that is Migdal Eder. We got to go to Migdal Eder, the Tower of the Flock. We actually got to measure the interior of what is left of the tower. And I can say this much. It is within the 4-mile restriction, rabbinical restriction, for lambs to be prepared for sacrifice. But modern Bethlehem is 6 miles from the Temple Mount. It is disqualified as a site for the Lamb of God to be born. So while in a few weeks, millions of people will visit the Church of the Nativity, fine for them. That's not the place where Jesus was born. He was born at the Tower of the Flock, Migdal Eder. But in direct answer to your question, where Jesus was born was not a grotto. It was at Migdal Eder, the Tower of the Flock. Migdal Eder is where Jacob's wife Rachel, his favorite, Rachel died within essentially the shadow of Migdal Eder, the Tower of the Flock. She died giving birth to Benjamin. She said his name is Ben-Oni. Ben-Oni means son of my sorrow. This is the worst thing that ever happened to me. It's absolutely horrible. I had all of these plans for the promised land. Jacob, you gave me all these promises. I'm not going to make it. And she said, he's son of my sorrow, and all his life will be a reflection of my pain and my death. Jacob said, no, his name's not Ben-Oni. It's Benjamin. Benjamin is son of my right hand. And there in the shadow of Migdal Eder, the Tower of the Flock, which was a tower, a military outpost at that point in time, Alfred Edersheim, a Jewish citizen who became a Christian, describes the Tower of the Flock as the place where the sanctified shepherds who were overseen by a rabbi would actually take, this is what Alfred Edersheim says, and I haven't lost Rachel, she's not dead yet, hang on. In that environ of Bethlehem, which was not the modern city of Bethlehem, it was an area, it's called Ephratah, the field of fruit. It was an area of preparation for material to be used in the temple. Also the vicinity of Ramat, where Boaz's home was and Jesse's home was. It's all within sight. That's all Bethlehem. Alfred Edersheim says that these were the sanctified shepherds, not regular shepherds. They watched the flock, and when the ewe was ready to deliver, they would take her to the outer portion of the actual tower, the military outpost. And she would birth the lamb. They would take them back. A year later, that lamb was qualified to be the lamb of sacrifice. That's what Alfred Edersheim says. So here we have Rachel dying within sight of, essentially within the shadow of the Tower of the Flock. Her son to her is the son of my great sorrow. But to Jacob, no, he's the son of my right hand. What a beautiful picture of that little babe in that manger. He later had gifts, gold. Wow. son of my right hand, deity personified. Frankincense, fragrant life, but myrrh, crushed aloe, pungent, bitter, son of my sorrow. It all fits together. I like Christmas time. Tower of the Flock, Alfred Edersheim pointed out, is where that happened.